Morning, guys. Isaac here. I wanted to do a New Year's newsletter. It's the fourth day of 2016 and the second beautiful day we've gotten so far. Everything else has been overcast. So I didn't want to delay in doing a newsletter to let you guys know what I've been up to lately. I'll start off on the lighter notes and then I'll work my way to the some of the deeper stuff that's been going on, heavier things. Lighter notes, I did a couple of skateboards this Christmas as a gift for Paloma and I, something we could enjoy together. She's got a kind of a dream of getting into sports and athletics more, and that's one thing that she really enjoys is skateboarding. So I did a couple of custom jobs for us, something personal that we could both enjoy, and they came out so well that I had the idea of contacting the manufacturer, who is based out of Alabama, which I really like about the skateboard company, and I can order a stack of 50. If it's the same price that I bought it at the skate shop for, it would be about $1,500. I'm assuming if they come directly from the manufacturer, it would be a discount off of that. So I need to look into that, and that could be possibly a project for Etsy. Let's see, the World War II series is finished. Painting it was the easy part. Creating an exhibit of it is the more computer tech side of it, which I am not good at. So I'm going to need some help with that. And then kind of going into the heavier stuff, I've been kind of having a back and forth with Book People Bookstore. As if you follow me on Facebook, you might know about that. So I never bothered to pay attention to this issue before. I always kind of knew it was there, but their porn section, they have a small section of magazines. If I had to guess just by looking at it, there is probably, I don't know, 50 to 100 different magazines that young people should not be looking at that are just right there in the magazine section. I never really cared about it before. It was never an issue for me. I used to go in there because they have, it's a wonderful bookstore otherwise. They have a coffee section that serves really great coffee. It's a place to sit down and get your studying done. An entire bookstore on the ground level, and then the second level, nearly the entire second level, or probably about half of it, is a children's bookstore. It's so big it's a store into itself. And therein lies the problem. They are peddling children's books and porn under the same roof. And yes, I have seen, there is no barricade keeping children out of the porn section. And even if there was, just the fact that they're selling porn and children's books under the same roof is a huge issue. So what I did was I liked them on Facebook and sent them a message saying, I really enjoy your store, but this is an issue for me. You guys are carrying porn, which in itself is wrong anyway. But how many magazines does a porn shop have to carry before, or does a bookstore have to carry before it becomes a porn shop? I mean, what's the number before a bell goes off and then says, grand prize, you're now a porn shop? That kind of leaves that in question. Also, I firmly believe that porn fuels human trafficking. Why do I believe that? Because I used to work security at a 4-star hotel, and this is in Austin, Texas, where there are many porn shops, and I would see prostitutes coming in and out of there all the time. You'd see them, they'd be wearing not very much. They'd go up the elevator with a guy they didn't look like they belong with. They were acting like they didn't really know him or even liked him. And then they would come down to the ATM machine. He'd hand her some cash, and she would leave, and he'd go back up to its room. So take it for what it's worth. You could say that's just a coincidence, but I just truly believe, based off of what I have seen and thinking about it, that porn causes people to look at the opposite sex, or even the same sex, as simply a toy or a tool to get what you want. It's a selfish thing. It breeds selfishness. It is immoral. I mean, how do you know when you're looking at porn, how do you know that the person on there really wants to be there? Are they there because they felt like their back was against a wall and they had no other place to go? They have some kid at home that they can't feed, dad left. You know, there are so many different situations that could easily turn porn into a human trafficking situation. You know, this happens all over the world where people feel like I have no place else to go, and some guy comes along and says, hey, you can make X amount of dollars for a couple hours worth of work. That is the porn and prostitution industry. And how is porn really different from prostitution? Well, you're making money to have sex. The only difference is you're making money to have sex on camera for a bunch of other people that you're not going to know, as opposed to one person that you don't know. So I don't think that I don't see why there's any reason that a ma and pa bookstore that specializes in children's books as well should be carrying porn. So until they get back to me with their decision, I choose not to shop there. I'll invite you to do the same. And if they decide, as I'm expecting, if they decide, no, we're going to carry this and this is just the way it's going to be, then I will no longer shop at that store. I will no longer frequent it. And I would invite you to join me in doing so. So that's what's going on lately. I thank you for your prayers, your support. You know, pray about this, because Book People Otherwise is a great local Austin shop. It's not a big chain. It's a ma and pa bookstore. It just has this one severe blemish. So give up your prayers. Ask God to soften their hearts. Ask Him to cause them to hear my points and understand what I'm saying and take it to heart and really think about it. But the choice is ultimately up to them. So thanks a lot, guys. Thanks for your support. Thanks for your prayers. And we'll see you on the next one.